Hello and welcome back to Putting Tech to the Test, brought to you by Sencommunications. I'm McKenna and I am so happy to be back bringing you another Putting Tech to the Test. It's been a while, but I promise we have a really exciting video for today. We actually have 3 webcams from PeopleLink. We have the Fusion 16 webcam, the Eagle 4K webcam, and the Elite 4K Premium Series 12X. As you can tell right off the bat, these 3 cameras are very different sizes and work for very different things. So let's unbox them and put them to the test. Before we jump on in, don't forget to subscribe if you're new here and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Also, we post videos every week, so let us know in the comments below what you want to see next. And we will start with the Fusion 16 all-in-one webcam. This is going to be the smallest one out of the ones we unboxed today. And right off the bat, we have an instruction manual, and then it looks like it's going to be super simple. We have the camera. I did already take off all of the protective coverings, but it does come with plastic over the lenses so they don't get scratched. And then we have a cord right here. So this is just going to be a plug and play model. It does have a USB-C connection that goes into the camera and then a USB that will go into your computer. So the Fusion 16 all-in-one is going to have a built-in speaker, mic, and camera. This camera is 1080p and it has a full HD ultra-wide angle without distortion. It's going to be really great for hybrid users if you're hot desking, or even just someone who wants to take a camera with them on the go. You do have multiple options to use it. So it folds out at the bottom and you can just set it on top of a computer, or if you would like, you can mount it as well. It is completely adjustable and it does have a privacy screen that you can use by just sliding on the top. Next up, we are going to look at the Eagle 4K. So this one also is pretty small, but with the 4K, it'll be a step up from the Fusion 16 quality-wise. So once again, user manual right when you open the box, and super straightforward, which I really appreciate. Just the camera right on top. Oh, okay, so this one has a lens cover, which I do like. It's made of a soft silicone. Once again, this one is fully adjustable and you can either set it on top of your computer or you can mount it from the bottom. This one, however, comes with a remote, which is really interesting for a camera of this size. This one also connects to the camera with USB-C and is a USB plug. This camera is going to be 4K, which is higher quality than the 1080p, but it also is going to be very compact, as you can see, while still giving you a high quality video available on your desktop or laptop. If you're building a shared meeting space or you just really care about showing up clearly and having top tier optics, then that's when you're going to want to choose a 4K over a 1080p. Now, last but not least, we have this gigantic camera. So this one obviously is going to be great for bigger conference rooms. When you first open it, you have a user manual, and then right underneath, you start getting into all the goodies. First, you have another USB-C and USB connection cord. This is just going to connect the camera to a device. Then you have a power cord. You also have a remote with this model, which makes a bit more sense since it is so large. And it's really clinging on here. Oh, I missed this. We also have another part of the plug. This just connects to the one that goes into the wall and holds the power bank. And then we have the fun part, the actual camera. Oh, I wish I could show you how it feels, but you can feel it like stabilizing already. It's very, very smooth. So that's interesting. It feels cool. It almost feels like if you were to run your fingers over a record, like how it has the little divots, that's exactly what this feels like. It also comes with a silicone cap that you can just take on and off. I will say, the fact that this one's not tethered, I have a feeling this could get misplaced very quickly, but it's very nice for shipping to make sure it doesn't get scratched up or anything. Now this camera clearly is the biggest of them all, so you're going to want it for the conference rooms and the shared setups where this camera would of course be more permanent. It boasts premium optics with a wide field of view and very high quality build. Okay, so we have the Fusion 16, the Eagle 4K, and the Elite 4K, but let's see what they look like when they're all hooked up so we can put them to the test. Okay, so here is what my camera looks like with just the built-in integrated camera on my computer. It is at the very bottom. Not my favorite angle at all, and it really makes me look a bit grainy and red. This is just what it looks like on a normal Teams meeting. Also, I keep looking up. It feels super unnatural to look at the very bottom because I do typically use a camera. So I just wanted to show you for comparison what I'd be getting if I didn't use one of these models. Okay, so here we have the Fusion 16 all connected. I can already tell that the color is way better. I'm not that like bright orange, warm red shade anymore. I also am testing out the speaker right now, so we'll see how that sounds when I watch it back. But I'm really also liking how wide the field of view is. I don't feel like it's too up in my face, because sometimes I sit closer to my computer and that bothers me when the camera is super zoomed in. So I'm really liking this one. It took 2 seconds to set up, and so far, so good. So here is what it looks like with the 4K. I don't know why I keep putting my arms out. It just feels like since it's so wide, I keep seeing how wide it can go. But as you can tell, I mean, this literally goes out further than my camera. So here's what it looks like. This is a pretty compact space. If you want to make a room look bigger, go with this camera for sure. This is an insane field of view. Obviously with the remote, you can zoom it in, you can make it focus on your face. So if I was up walking around, that wouldn't be an issue. This isn't the greatest space to test that, but I do like how you could just control it from your seat. Okay, so I disconnected the big 4K camera, and when I turned it on, it did a little spin around the room and then it found me and focused on in. Once again, great to adjust if you have the remote or need it, but it did it automatically for me, which is not always the case for cameras that are so big. Sometimes there's a bit more integration and setup that you have to go through. Okay, so here is what the 4K looks like when it is connected. I am so happy with the quality on this one. As far as the audio goes, it is connected to my camera. There is no speaker on this camera, so it will just be either a separate thing you have to buy, or if you want to use a different audio like through a computer, that's totally fine as well. I love how the colors balance out. Once again, you can zoom in, zoom out, you can use tracking features, but this camera did a great job of positioning me, especially in regards to where I put it. I think that this is the perfect frame. Okay, so of course, the best quality has to go to the big 4K Elite camera. If you're setting up a conference room, even making a huddle room, it was so easy to connect for being so big that I think that this is a really great option for larger meeting spaces. It still has an adjustable field of view and will show all of your participants very clearly without being a hassle every time you want to have a meeting. As far as these two go, I think these are incredible options for if you're ever on the go, or even if you just don't want something taking up a lot of space. Let's be real, if you can't tuck this away, no one wants that sitting on their desk. So either of these are going to be really great options. If you want that step up in video and audio quality, definitely go with the 4K one, which is the Eagle 4K. But if you're just on a budget, or even don't really care that much if you're in 4K, I think the 1080p is a really, really strong camera. This is definitely one of my favorite 1080p cameras that I have tried, not to mention both of them set up super simply. It's really hard to mess it up. In fact, I think most of the time it just connects for you. The only thing is you have to go in on your Teams and select the camera under the video option, but as long as you do that, they definitely will connect. So if you have any questions about any of these models, please feel free to let me know in the comments below and I'll get right back to you. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss out when we put more tech to the test, but we'll see you next time. Bye.